We all know what hydroponics is, but the real question isn't how it works. It's when and where we should actually use it. Hydroponics is a powerful tool, but like any tool, it shines brightest in the right conditions. So, let's explore where this technology makes the most sense. First up, hydroponics is a game changer when you're dealing with poor or contaminated soil. In many parts of the world, soil has been degraded by overuse, pollution, or industrial waste. Growing food in that ground can be risky. Hydroponics completely sidesteps this problem. Since plants get their nutrients from a controlled water solution, their roots never have to touch unsafe soil. This means we can transform old industrial sites or even city lots with contaminated soil into thriving indoor farms. Soil quality just stops being a factor. Next, it's perfect when water efficiency is critical. Think about drought-prone regions. Traditional farming can waste huge amounts of water through runoff and evaporation. Hydroponic systems, on the other hand, are often closed-loop. They recirculate the nutrient solution, so water loss is minimal. Instead of flooding fields, you're delivering water directly to the roots, measured, reused, and monitored. When water scarcity is a threat, hydroponics offers incredible control. What about when space is tight? In our growing cities, land is expensive and open fields are disappearing under concrete. This is where hydroponics really thrives, because you can stack grow racks on top of each other. You multiply your production without needing more land. A single room can hold several layers of crops. Rooftops become greenhouses. Shipping containers turn into climate-controlled micro-farms. Urban farming becomes a reality because we can grow vertically. Hydroponics is also your best friend when you need year-round production. Traditional agriculture is tied to the seasons. A frost can wipe out crops, and winter brings everything to a halt. But with controlled environment hydroponics, you can create summer conditions in January. Restaurants get a consistent supply of fresh herbs, and grocery stores can stock local greens all year long. It replaces seasonal uncertainty with reliable stability. And finally, hydroponics is fantastic when you need a high yield per square foot, because nutrients are delivered directly to the plant's roots. They spend less energy searching for food in the soil and more energy growing. This often leads to faster growth and more frequent harvests. Commercial growers love this because they can maximize their output in a limited space, which is crucial for their bottom line. Every square foot becomes a powerhouse of production. Now, let's be realistic. Hydroponics isn't always the answer. So, when is it less ideal? A major challenge is unreliable electricity. Most hydroponic systems need power for pumps, lights, and climate controls. If the power goes out for too long, crops can fail fast. Without pumps, roots can drown. Without lights, plants can't grow. In areas with a shaky power grid and no backup generators, the risk is just too high. Another factor is the startup cost. You can start a soil garden with just some seeds and a few basic tools. Hydroponics requires a bit more: reservoirs, pumps, lights, nutrient solutions, and meters. Even a small home setup has an upfront investment. For commercial operations, the cost of climate control and monitoring technology can be significant. While it can pay off in the long run, it's not ideal if you need to keep initial costs to an absolute minimum. And honestly, if you already have large, fertile farmland that's affordable, hydroponics might be overkill. When the soil is rich, the climate is stable, and water is plentiful, traditional agriculture is incredibly efficient. Nature provides free sunlight and rain. Hydroponics is designed to overcome constraints. If you don't have those constraints, conventional farming might just be the simpler, more practical choice. So, the decision is strategic. Hydroponics isn't here to replace all agriculture. It's a targeted solution for specific challenges. Think of dense cities with high demand for fresh produce. Hydroponics fits perfectly. Think of desert regions where soil is too salty for crops to grow. Hydroponics is the answer. Remote research stations in Antarctica where there's no growing season, hydroponics makes it possible. The core strength of hydroponics is control over nutrients, water, light, and the environment. This is especially valuable as our climate becomes more volatile. Indoor hydroponic farms are buffered from floods, droughts, and extreme heat waves. But this control requires infrastructure, energy, and knowledge. It's precision agriculture. You have to monitor pH levels, nutrient concentrations, and water temperature constantly. Small imbalances can have a big impact. Fast for commercial growers in urban areas. Hydroponics also means shorter supply chains. Produce grown inside the city reaches consumers faster, fresher, and with less spoilage. For home growers, it's perfect for a small apartment or a desire for fresh herbs in winter. In summary, hydroponics is best when you're battling poor soil, water scarcity, limited space, or seasonal limits. It's less ideal when electricity is spotty, startup funds are low, or you're already blessed with abundant, fertile land. The future of food will likely be a mix of both. Vast fields under the open sky, and stacked greens under LED lights. The key isn't to ask which method is better, but which one fits the environment, the resources, and the goal. Hydroponics is a powerful tool, and when you use it at the right time and in the right place, it can transform the way we grow food. It's all about being adaptive. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, be sure to like and subscribe for more content. See you next time.